10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and go. As per usual, we start out at Sanctuary. Get a heart. Okay, that's one of the 6 items out of Hyrule Castle. Wrestling is crazy. You had a stint in like the early 2000s, late 90s where you'd get together to watch it. Not retain much from those times. That's fair. And yes, Vince McMahon is a rancid piece of shit. Eyepatch Wolf comments on that. Goes out of his way to avoid talking about him. But obviously, sometimes you do need to mention. Ooh, Red Cane. That's useful. That's technically a weapon. As long as I get some magic. Arrows, I have no use for those yet. And what does the bush crab give me? Magic! Ah, I'm getting bullied. I actually have use for the magic. Yeah! Oh my god, like... Bombos. Oh no. This might be an Aghanim seed. I might need Bombos to get into... There's 2 dungeons. Possibly 3 where I will need Bombos. Yeah, like, obviously, the horrible sex creep stuff that he did has kind of been like, you know, the forefront of the news. But obviously, he has just years of just mistreating his employees. Ooh, Ice Rod. You know, covering up for things. You know, Jimmy Snuka may have killed... May have. He was convicted. They had the evidence. He did a murder. And very decent chance that some strings were pulled behind the scenes by Vince about that. They covered up the Ring Boy scandal, which is... just more sex creep stuff. With Pat Patterson. I have all of the bombs I need, so I'm just going to go straight into town. But yes, Eyepatch Wolf, genuinely entertaining, love of the product, great guy, good-looking dude, Irish accent if you like that. He also has a podcast that he does with Canadian YouTuber Woolly Wools. Ooh, bottle. I can talk to the sick kid. I occasionally get clips from their podcast on my YouTube feed, and it's wonderful. Woolly's great. I will say, like, obviously, we all mourn the passing of the Super Best Friends. Castle Super Beast is still pretty good. But also then Woolly... Ooh, hammer. Woolly went on to have just a straight-up, like, other series with Eyepatch Wolf. Oh, lamp! It's beginning to look a lot like Aga. Oh. Ether. Basically, Woolly and Pat do a podcast. Matt has stepped away from live material completely. He does exclusively, like, pre-recorded video content, which is a shame because he's a lot less funny when he's not coming off the cuff. There. Saku's not racing, so I need to feed the Castlevania players this week. I put the chicken in the wall. I know, yeah, just, it's a whole thing, where just people no longer liked Pat, other than Woolly, because Woolly and Pat have one very important thing in common, and it's that they're both villains. take that as you will. I hope I find more bombs. I don't have bombs. I don't have a sword either. See, I've heard some of the things he's said to Eye Patch Wolf. He's definitely very chaotic, to the point where I could see how it could deteriorate a friendship. Fortunately, Pat and John Super Eye Patch Wolf are both able to withstand that sort of thing and laugh about it. $20. Okay. Now, normally I would save and quit from here, but I have the shovel, so I'm going to go visit the dig spot. Excuse me, fella. No. Okay, fine. You got your licks in. I'll just go. What do we got here? Moon Pearl. Wow. Okay. I need either 2 swords or a cape and a bug net. This is weird. Bombs! Thank God. I didn't want to have to spend $50 at the store. Yeah. We're gonna go do the castle before we do South Shore. Ow. This is calculated. Arrows. That's one of the things. Wooly. Just, oh, there's a bow. Okay. Yeah, Wooly with that whole bit where he was like, I'm gonna send people N-word passes, and they can say it then. Go ahead and say it. And it's like, oh my gosh. Ooh. Hello. I hope your birthday festivities go well. I will check in on your server later to see what's going on. Yeah. Have a good one. And yeah, have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. It is late for me, but early for her. Time zones be wild. See, Wooly's been pro-adjacent for a while. He did that back when Super Best Friends was still, like, relatively early on in its time frame. He went to EVO, and inexplicably managed to pull Daigo Umehara as his first round opponent. The Beast himself. I have discovered 2 items in the castle so far, out of 6. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You get Daigo on first round, you're not going to round 2. 3 items out of 6. They don't call Daigo the Beast because his life force is linked to a rose in the basement. I was almost going to say that's a deep cut, but no, that movie was like, it got an Oscar. Hey, fella. Oh, you're immune to that. I don't have a sword, so I can't even... There we go. 4 items out of Hyrule Castle. But you know what? That money will be useful for Zora. God, it's really been 12 years since that happened. Wild to think about. question. I mean, he can't be a spring hen exactly because, you know, like the whole the Justin Wong parry, that was that was what, like Evo, God, like what, 2003? Another bottle. I mean, they were still playing Third Strike. I mean, obviously, sometimes they do still play Third Strike because it's just that damn good, but, you know. It was the new Street Fighter at the time. Because we don't count EX. Oh, thank God, a sword. Okay. You know what? I don't need anything from the fish. I'm not going to check fish prize. I'm going to go directly to Mini Moldorm Cave. Now, some people will do this room with bombs even though they don't need to. I'm just going to get my sword out and just fight these guys the old-fashioned way. There we go. Hey, you know, God, Daigo's older than me. So that's good, at least. I got 2 years to catch up. Oh, I just had a thought. Even though I have the sword, using the shovel, I think I can do an item dash into the bush here in order to bounce back and get the water walk. We have a plan. Actually, I could do that with the hammer, too. Why did I not switch on the way over? Ten arrows. Thank you, Ice Rod Cave. Yeah, sometimes I'll still, like, you know, go back and rewatch the, both, like, the parry video and also Woolie's horrible, I pulled, you know, Daigo Umehara in round 1 Twitch, or YouTube thing. Just the training montage of him eating candy. Okay. By bonking against the bush, it puts me as far back against the wall as I can go, which puts me in perfect position for this. Swim around this way. What's on the island? It's 10 arrows. I don't need that. Let's swim up and check the dude under the bridge. Do not shoot me, guard. If you get shot while you're glitched into the water, you will have to save and quit. Heart piece. You're not worth it, dude. Alright. Jump down, get our water walk going. Yeah, it's funny. I consider the Daigo Justin Parry Fest to be like the original Evo moment, in kind of the same way I consider the announcement of the PS1 to be like the original. You know, I'm gonna check the bottle. The original E3 moment. Oh, it's green potion. Okay. Yeah, the E3 when they first announced the PS1. Well, maybe not when they first announced the PS1, but when they announced the price of it, the Sega Saturn was up there. The Sega execs were giving their... Full heart, okay. The Sega execs were giving their presentation. You know, they talked about it, and then they ended it up with, like, this is going to cost, you know, like $399 in, like, 1994. And then the Sony execs went up, and all they did was say into the mic, $299. That was it. And that's how Sega lost the console wars. Gosh, okay. We have sword. I can do Eastern. Yeah. There's still a couple of items left in Hyrule Castle, but I will leave them for now, instead going to do Eastern. Fair. That's how they lost that round of the console wars. Like, they were... You can't really bounce back with the Sega Saturn after that, which is a shame because that console has some very good games. Yeah. And, like, that's also a shame, because the Dreamcast was very good. Ooh, Magic Bat is in Logic. Okay. Hey, where's Green Pendant? Thieves Town. Oh, like the name of the race room. Yeah, like, personally, I'm a big fan of the Sega Saturn. I'm biased. I have one literally a foot away from me right now. It's just, you know, it's very difficult to work with. God, the crunchy audio, the chimes on its load screen are, like, nice. I like them. The fact that it tried to do 3D and it failed kind of badly at it, but its 2D was amazing. Wait, I'm skipping a chest. What's wrong with me? Alright, what's here? Heart piece. Okay. Eastern Palace has 3 items, and that's one of them. Oh, we can only hope. And if it doesn't, there's always the PS1 version. I may have a copy of Lunar Silver Star Story for PS1 sitting on my shelf right now. A friend sold it to me for much less than they could have gotten it for. And I was like, "Are you sure about this price?" And they were like, "Yeah. I don't want to go through the hassle of finding somebody to buy it for a high price." Like, well, alright. I'm kind of, I'm a big fan of the Working Designs label. It is a shame they no longer exist. If by the book you mean the instruction manual, then yes. If you mean, like, was there like a strategy guide that came with it, then no. Arrows require the hook shot. Not helpful. I have the big key. What's in this box? I'm going to gamble. I'm going straight to the boss. Oh, yeah. Nothing like that with mine. Alright, you wake up. Yeah, no, I want to say my most expensive game that I own is, well, it might be that Lunar the Silver Star Story right now, but other than that, it's Dragon Force for the Sega Saturn, which I love. So good. And that's honestly one of the worst parts about, like, emulation is I don't think they ever properly figured out how to make the Saturn work with emulation. Because, like, I love that game. Obviously, CDs have, like, a fairly long lifespan, but it is still limited. I am behind schedule on fighting these guys. You're supposed to have 2 hits on you already. I made the correct call on the gamble. I am leaving the map behind. God, thinking about used game stores, that's going to be nostalgia now. Straight up do not exist anymore. What else can I do? I don't have the gloves, so I can't go up. I guess we're gonna go either talk to Agina, we're gonna do the castle, or we're gonna... You know what? I'm gonna go check the magic bat first. That's what I'm gonna do. Magic bat first and foremost. Give me health. We cannot enter the Dark World because we don't have a glove. But it's possible that'll come off a magic bat. I also can't even think about doing Aga because I only have one level of sword. Bonk. Yeah, I played through Dragon Force from my YouTube channel at one point. Yeah, it might be fun to do it again. There's 8 playable nations in the game. There's no reason not to play it again. They all have slightly different story. It's just also a very long game. What do we got here? A Master Sword. Okay, well... That's Aga unlocked. Oh boy. I really don't want to go do Aga. Before I commit to that, I will exhaust my other 2 options. Go to the house. We will do the Back of Escape. My logic here is, if I find the book in the Back of Escape, I'm going to go do Desert Palace. Desert Palace is a crystal, so we do need to do it eventually. And it's one more thing I can do without having to deal with Aghanim. Clean. Alright, we got efficient movements down here. Small key. That makes sense, because this door here... Excuse me? I was dashing with my sword out. How did that rat do that? Hitboxes are weird. Oh. Excuse me, Mr. Key Rat. I got through... So, at the end of the stream, I pick a movie off of my list of movies to watch. Alright, we're going to Agina. Yeah, at the end of the race, I pick a movie off of my list of movies to watch that I generated for the year. And this week's was something strange. And I managed to get through it last night. I was like, I gotta watch this thing. And I actually have to watch it, like, and pay super close attention. It's all in French. It was not quite what I'd expected. The film is called Jane B. par Agnes V, which is French. It's French actress Jane Birkin being interviewed by Agnes Varda, who is a, I believe, Belgian filmmaker? She's done a few things that are seem interesting. But yeah, it's just her doing like an interview with this actress about turning 40 and her life and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, well, if like you're interested in her, then this would be a real interesting watch. I didn't know anything about her. 10 arrows. We're gonna go fight a wizard. Alright. I recorded audio for the commentary that I'm doing on the movie, so that'll be edited tomorrow, I'm sure, and probably go up later in the day if I get around to it. God, somebody in this group was like, am I gonna have to do Dark Aga again? And I'm like, oh no, you do not want to fight Aghanim in the dark. Like, I would not even attempt it, but they may have. We'll see. But you know, it was an interesting movie. She lived an interesting life. Not what I would have picked if I'd known what it was, though. So maybe it's good that I didn't know. Oh, I don't know if they... So they haven't done it, like... They're racing right now, too. It's just last week they did Aga Tower in the dark. So they're like, am I going to have to do it again this week? And I'm like, if you do, you'll be a step ahead of me, probably. That's the wrong way. I am terrible at this maze. I can never remember what's where. Also, hello bot. Not that way. I think this is one of the mazes that, like, technically I should learn, but also I fucking hate this place. Nobody ever... The whole idea is you do not actually want to do Aghanim. You want to avoid this place at all costs. Ooh, interesting. Getting some use out of the bow. Excuse me, fella. Hey, what's the hint tile say? Some bombs is in your house, numpty. Well, that's handy. You're immune. I did not realize that the red guards were straight up immune to the ice rod. Okay. I don't have a boomerang, so we're just walking in for that. Trying to imagine the person who climbed Castle Tower before checking your house. Oh, yeah. Maybe every save and quit, they just started over from the like the sanctuary. Excuse you, fella. There we go. Now let's go fight a wizard. Okay. Alright, Aga, let's do this. One hit. We need 5 more. Blue balls. Don't do that. Blue balls. Cut it out, man. Hey. Really only do 1. Okay. Sure. I believe that's the second hit. Blue balls again. What are you doing to me, man? So many blue balls. This fight, it's not satisfying. Three hits. Four. Thank God. 5. Blue balls. Oh, I see. Now he's got us on edge. Okay. I see how he's doing it. There we go. Okay. Blue balling like that, Aga should start an OnlyFans. Oh, half magic. I'll take that. I love half magic. Alright, what's dungeon situation? I guess we're gonna go do... Actually, the only thing we... Oh, no. Yeah, the only dungeon we can do is... Pod. Oh, see, the thing is, he was teasing out a long build-up. That was what was going on there. That was the long build-up. Courtesy of Aga's blue balls. Oh my god. Yeah, thankfully, I have monkey money. Pick this guy up and escort the monkey through the bushes. Well, now open the way for us. Thank you, Kiki the monkey. Alright. I don't have the mirrors, so it's going to be a little slow. That's fine. It's not like we're in a race or anything. Oh, look! Thank God. That glove means when we're done here, we can go talk to the catfish. Right. That doesn't move. It's only the one on the other side. We didn't find a key, so I have to go through the left side. Which is fine. Though I will need the bow sooner than later. Now, I'm still waiting for the day when the game gives me an Aga seed that is also, like, fight him with the bug net. So you can bounce your shit back at him with the bug net. It's a very silly way to fight him, but Saku loves to do it. Ow. Oh. Small key. Small key. Yeah, that's the correct position. Okay. No. There we go. If you don't have the boots, you can still get up there from down there if you use a bomb jump from the correct location. Not a technique I've ever bothered with because I race in the Saku-Racing League. We always have boots. It's more fun to just run everywhere. Let's be honest. It's a good quality of life. A small key. Okay. It's like, if you've ever played one of the Mega Man X games. The first one, you don't start with a dash. The second one onward, they were like, yeah, we're giving them a dash. From the get-go, players get dash. No, they're getting it. And I get that because the game is kind of a drag if you have to walk normal speed. Because, like, if you're used to dashing, if you played any of the games before the one you pick up, then you're like, oh, now I'm slow. Nobody likes when the game slows you down. I have not found the big key yet, so I'm going to keep looking. Small key. Mega Man X, of course, is topical because I'm playing that over on the YouTube. There's the big key. Which means also I have enough small keys that something is going to be in the Harmless Hellway. Ow. What is it? What do we find? Blue mail. Oh, she's red. Yeah, we're just gonna go. I am precariously low. Well, not low. I'm half dead, but you know, it's still a little close for comfort. I mean, the turtles, they come at you, you know, and sometimes, you know, you just channel your inner Shredder. Heart piece. Not full heart, though. Which means the boss has our last item. Here's hoping for flippers? Actually, I don't know if I even need flippers. I need to be up here. I did not see if Swamp Palace was one of the dungeons I need to do. I didn't even check the map. Well, I did check the map, but I didn't look closely. Whoa! This Hellway's supposed to be harmless. Can I hit this thing with the ice rod? Yeah, I can. I will take this health. And then that. Efficient. And I didn't even get hit by that spike. We love it. Room is a cutscene. Alright. It's a little bit slow, but it's fine. Everybody deals with cutscene rooms. What am I doing? I just bonk him a second time with the hammer. A little bit of extra money cannot hurt. That's the wrong spot. Okay. 17 hits to knock this guy's mask off. Let's count him down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Dog, get off me. Alright, what's my last item? Silver arrows! Holy shit. Okay. Well, not what I was expecting. Not bad, though. I'll take it. That's a red crystal from this dungeon, too, so I'm only one red crystal away from buying the big bomb. Exciting. Okay. Well, from there... I did find the glove. So I can do catfish. Couple of weeks of good luck and no silverless Ganon. It's true. I don't mind silverless Ganon as long as I don't just have base Master Sword. Standard ass Master Sword requires what, like 24 hits? No, thank you. We're going to take our gamble with our overworld check and see what the catfish has. Excuse you. Really? I'm going to guess that if I find the red mail, Birdo is going to turn purple. That's my assumption. Alright, what do we got? Don't let me down, catfish. Give me something good. I need this play to work out. Okay. Alright. We're happy with that. Titan's mitts. Whoa. Alright, anybody who decided to put off catfish because he's out of the way, eat my dust. Gosh, that just unlocks a whole lot. Ow. No? Okay. From there, I guess I'll check Hype Cave and then work my way over to the village. Where is everything else? Okay. The other red crystal is somewhere in the light world. I think it was Tower of Hera. Swamp Palace is required. Misery Mire is required. So is Turtle Rock. Oh, God. My fastest dungeons. They're all pendants. Well, we still don't know that this isn't a pedestal seed, so maybe those being pendants is good. $50, okay. What could be... Wow, it's the Money Cave. Like, what could be on... I suppose... If the flute's on the pedestal, then this is a pedestal seed. No other way around it. Cannot access Misery Mire without the flute. Likewise with the mirror. If the mirror is on the pedestal... mirror could be on the pedestal. I'm like, what's possible here? Bombs. Okay. Turn into tree. The pendants are Ice Palace, Thieves Town, and Skull Woods. So they're all basically, well, they're all in the Dark World. 2 of them are in the immediate vicinity. One of them is beatable right now. Wow. I don't want your $5. I'll take the 20 though. because I have this, I can just lift that rock and get out of here. Hello, Mr. Man, you can come with me. I hope I find the mirror up here. I hope I can go into buildings with him. I must be able to. I just can't take him into dungeons. Ten arrows? Okay, good to be filled up on those, I suppose. Yeah, if picking up this fella has... no, I can go into these buildings. It's fine. Oh, fire shield. Okay. Birdo's shield now matches her skin tone. Because you have to accessorize. Alright. I'm gonna check that theory, actually. Can I take this guy into dungeons? Where's the place? There it is. No, I can't. Okay, I cannot take him into dungeons. Which means I gotta save and quit. But it's fine. We'll take him to the sanctuary. Zelda is afraid of blacksmiths, and so she's gone. As soon as he's delivered back to his husband, she'll come back. I'm going to also check the king's tomb while I'm here. Thankfully, I can get in. At this point, I'm like, what can I go to with this guy following me? Oh, boomerang. We can check stun prize. Little magic. Okay. Good to know. With no mirror and no hookshot, Death Mountain feels like not the best use of my time, but it might be the best place to go, just because there are still a couple of things I can get up there. Rather than entering dungeons I don't necessarily get anything for. Like, Skullwoods only has 2 items. Thieves Town at least has 4. Bombs! Alright, you bastards. Give me nothing useful. Oh, hey, Tona. Welcome on in. We are racing. I am playing as Birdo. Things are going okay. I got the silver arrows already, and it's only been 48 minutes. Entering the Dark World. Let's see. Knowing's half the battle today. God, did I learn anything new today? I don't know that I did learn anything new today. I'm gonna do Thieves Town. My most recent impressive nugget of knowledge is that World of Warcraft was made possible by Napoleon Bonaparte. So that's fun. Oh, mirror! Yeah! I mean, kind of. So, Napoleon, right? He had, his nephew was Napoleon III. He was Emperor of the Second French Empire. For a few years, and then he got defeated in battle and exiled, and then he died. As is the thing that happens with Napoleons. But he founded the company that would later become Vivendi, and Vivendi purchased Blizzard in 1997, I believe I said? And owned them up until 2007, which is puts them firmly in the area of owning the company when they made World of Warcraft and Warcraft 3. let's be real, all of the lore-heavy Warcrafts. Now, like, you can learn all about it on my YouTube channel's newest short. Oh, I'm still happy with how that edit came out. Yeah, I'll just hoof it. There we go. Yeah, because, like, Warcraft 1 barely had story. It was a knockoff of Warhammer, right? Like, that was the whole thing, was Blizzard at the time, which I think at the time they were called, Silicon Synapse or something like that. They were contracted to make a Warhammer game, and then Warhammer was like, on second thought, don't. And so they were like, well, we have all these assets. What do we do with them? It's like, well, they don't own the rights to humans and orcs, so let's just call it something else. It's not Warhammer, it's Warcraft? Yeah, they're crafting war, why not? And then Warcraft 2 obviously had a little bit of lore going on because, like, all of the art in the instruction manual was drawn by Chris Metzen. Which is weird to think about. I sincerely hope that dude, like, I know obviously he's, like, you know, like the head writer now, like, lore-wise and everything. I hope he's kept up on drawing too. You know, even if it is just like a hobby to him, it would be a shame to lose that, you know? 20 bucks. Alright, well, the boss will have an item, so that'll be that at least. And the boss will have the green pendant, which might be required. We don't know yet. God, I even made the short, like, loop. Like, you know, when a short loops, I was like, let's do that. Pyramids never saw the point. Alright, I don't want to fuck around, so I'm just going to use the blue cane on him here. Give me the last item. It's bombs. Okay. But the green pendant is worth another item, so this might be required. I also... God, I'm going to check Skullwoods. No, you know what? I got the mirror. We don't need to check Skullwoods. Maybe I'll have a look, though. A quick look in Skullwoods, just to see what's going on in there. A terrible idea. They were already Blizzard by then. Good to know. That does make sense. I know they were Blizzard when they made Justice League Task Force. Still waiting for them to nerf Superman. Map. Okay. Means I need to exit and jump into a hole. Yeah, I know the company that bought them originally was called, like, Davidson and something. Like, maybe Davidson and Associates. Fun fact. Part of my job involves registering, like, names for firms. Associates, yeah! Somebody wanted to call their firm, like, their name and Associates, And we had to be like, you can't do that. And she's like, why not? Because you don't have associates. It's just you. It's like, that matters? That matters. It is funny. It's just one of those things you don't really think about. You know, those little things at the ends of names there, they mean something. There's a very specific legal meaning for LLP. Did I find... No, I didn't find the big key. Alright, I can open one more chest in this stupid dungeon. Let's go do it. And if it's not the big key, then I'm leaving. Rather than pushing statues around, we'll just do that. Compass. Alright, we're leaving. After I do this. Okay, I will also fetch the Bombos medallion, because I can do that in this area. With no book, I unfortunately cannot check what's on the pedestal, so that'll remain a mystery for now. I will check the Bumper Cave, because despite the fact that I don't have the cape, it's good to know what's going on over here. It's a heart piece, I don't care. I never got that super into RTS games, though, like, I don't know, I played Red Alert, but, like, I never played it fair. I don't know, I derived a certain joy out of just building a massive army, a tremendous base, using, like, the minimum amount of resources that I could. And why did I go back into the portal? I need to be in the light world for this. Whatever. Yeah, it just, you know, you get a good base and the enemies can't really do anything about it because when you have good defenses up, you know, Tesla coils and, you know, surface-to-air missile sites and whatnot, what are they going to do? Nothing they can do. You just, you know, sit back and collect your resources, and then eventually you have a giant army, and I don't even like storming their bases with an army. I like to sort of disable them so that they can't build anything new, or like they don't have any money. And then I'll just like build an elaborate scheme to deal with them. At one point, I made a bunch of the trucks that just carry nukes on them. I made like 50 of them and made a string across the whole map. And then I set the one at the end off, and it worked like a fuse. Did I get this? I did get that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's our fire rod. Okay. And in here we have bombs. Okay. Don't need those. Weirdly, I never got into the Red Alert sequels. I don't know. It was a little bit more complicated after that. My childhood best friend totally hooked me up with Age of Empires 2, which that's as much of the experience as I got, but like, yeah, it wasn't quite... It was okay. Not what I was looking for. Oh, heart piece. Okay, we'll take it. Cash is in the castle. I got everything out of the castle there, buddy. Okay, big keys in the basement. I do have 2 fire sources. 3 fire sources. I have all of the fire sources. This is fine. Oh no! I did it wrong! I actually need to do things now. I got too far over. Don't touch me. Alright, well that was nearly a disaster. Don't say nearly, there's still enemies around. Alright, Stalfos drop full magic. Alright, we got the big key, so we can climb the mountain now. Very wounded, but here we go. My complete lack of any health items is going to be a hindrance, I believe, but here we are. Well, you know what? I just need to not get hit until the last room. There's a whole bunch of health under pots in that room, so this will be fine actually. I think these guys can't touch me. Compass, okay. Tower of Hair only has 2 items in it. So, I must have gotten one of them. It was a heart piece. That was the one item I got so far. And the red boomerang. Okay. Well, you know what? It's a crystal dungeon. I need to do it. In fact, I think it's the red crystal? So, that will get us Pyramid Fairy. Alright, health back at full. Let's go kill Moldorm. I'm going to hit his butt with a hammer. Oh no! That's the worst place I could have gotten bonked. Sends me back 2 floors. Alright. Let's do this again. Give me that. Hammer is technically less versatile than the sword, but it does a lot more damage, so I don't mind. Are you funnin' with me? He's making a fool out of me. Okay, 1 hit. Come back around here, friend. 2 hits. I believe he only needs 1 more. And he's dead. Okay. 3rd time's the charm. Map. Yeah. But give me that crystal. And when I'm done warping out of this dungeon, I will double check my menu to see if that's the other red crystal. I think it was, but I'm not 100% sure. It was. Okay, we have access to the Pyramid Fairy. And it actually won't be bad because I beat Aga, so I have that portal at the castle open. Alright, come on, get off me. Okay, over here we have Quake. Alright. I don't want to go into the Dark World yet. Come on. I'm going to do Spiral Cave, then I will come up through Paradox Cave, then I'll enter the Dark World through the... God, I just realized I can technically beat Turtle Rock. That might be the way I'm supposed to do this, is into Turtle Rock. Oh no. Single arrow. Thank you, Spiral Cave. Your riches continue to inspire. God, I'm going to be so tempted to do Turtle Rock. To attempt it when it's clearly a bad idea. Because I only have a piddling weak sword, very little health, and only potions to restore magic. Bombs. Alright, tempered sword. The game is trying to convince me. $5. Heart piece. Bug net. Bug net could be useful. The flute. I think with the flute that means... No, I still need the hook shot and flippers. I'm like, is that everything available? Like, am I in go mode? No, I'm not in go mode. I still need the hook shot and the flippers. This is tactical. When I said that I lacked items to restore health. Catching a fairy in a bottle. Very useful. If I die, the fairy will fix that. 1 free res. Oh! I don't have this one. I could easily get this one, but I don't have it. Okay. We're going to check Super Bunny Cave before we go into Hookshot Cave. Because if I find the hookshot over here, then that'll be good. If I don't find the hookshot over here, then whatever. Oh God, okay, well. We are flippers away from go mode. I love the hook shot. Alright, let's check all of these chests. Heart. Heart. The game is really conspiring to get me into Turtle Rock. I am... Wow. Like, one of the things I said was I don't have that much health. Now I have that much health. It's fine, actually. Alright, enter the light world. Grab Quake. Back into the dark world. Jump down. We're gonna do Turtle Rock. Slightly out of order, but here we go. Am I going to regret putting this portal here? Perhaps. No! Alright, it was fine. I think at one point I even intended to play Command & Conquer on my YouTube channel, and I was like, actually, this is boring. So that didn't happen at all. Like, I recorded an episode and was like, this isn't good content. You know, it's the sort of game where you could get away with it if you had, like, a couple of people on stream, or something to, like, talk about. But if you're just like, alright, so now we're gonna wait for my troops to build. That's dull. Nobody cares about that. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, you could get away with it if you had like a duo. Like if the Game Grumps could do that because they can fill dead time with just jibber jabber. I don't have a content partner, so I don't have that sort of thing to do. There's our big key, and there's a small key. Back to the front. Honestly, okay, part of me is like the RTS genre is a little bit dead, but I do know they keep making like Age of Mythology games, like if not games, then like expansions for it. I don't know. A local pal out here is like big into it, and at one point when I was like RTS is kind of a dead genre, she's like I play it all the time. I'm like I suppose. Ow. Fucking chain chomps. Oh my god, they're bastards. We hate them. It's just, it used to be so much bigger. And then it just turned into tower defense. Yeah, let's be honest. The thing that killed RTS as like something with a large audience was Dota. Ow. No. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I will stand by that. Yeah, Dota spinning out into MOBAs. Which now that I think about it, what the fuck does MOBA even stand for? Massively online battle. It's not even massive. There's 6 players. What the shit? I object to that use of massive. Multiplayer. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. It is multiplayer. Kinda. Alright, you be dead, you give me health. You say online means it already has multiplayer, but not so much anymore. How many games and consoles do we have now that require you to be online just to log in to play? Connect to our scoreboard. Why are you not dead? Exactly. Mirror shield. Well, that's helpful. I'll take that, sure. I do not understand why a racing game would ever need to be online. Like what, do the servers need to communicate where my car is on the track? Come on now. Forza's a racing game, right? My brain is like, that's like one of those Indy 500 racers, right? Formula 1 cars and whatnot? Okay. Open world. Okay, so you take your Formula 1 car into the countryside? Yeah, okay. Well, that's fun. They don't handle well on normal roads, I wouldn't imagine, because they're so damn low to the ground, but, you know, whatever works. Oh. All sorts of cars. Okay. So kind of like a Need for Speed title. God. Back in the day when you could still rent video games from the local video game store. There was one summer where a friend and I got like super into Need for Speed 3. The Hot Pursuit, because that was the one where you had the option to like play as a cop. And so for some reason we got it in our heads that it would be an amusing thing to like race around the track in such a way that we never got the cops' attention. You know how hard it is to not speed in Need for Speed? We did. In order to do this, like, the cars are not designed to not go above, like, 50 kilometers an hour immediately. So what we did was, we would put the car into, like, a high gear right away, so we could never get enough actual, like, speed up, you know? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, basically, if you start in high gear, your car will never build up speed. So we were just like 20 miles per hour the whole track around. And sure enough, the cops left us alone. Because, like, this is a game where you end up, like, hitting 300 miles per hour. Ridiculous. I don't think I got anything super useful out of there. Well, while we're on the mountain, let's also check, I'll pull this thing. Oh, hearts. Useful. While we're on the mountain, I'll also go check, Spike Cave. It's here. I have the blue cane. There's never going to be a better chance to do it. I thought for sure the game was leading me this way, but no. Turtle Rock could have been done any time. The one thing that it gave me that was of some use at all was the mirror shield, and that's really only useful in Turtle Rock. Oh my god, that was close. Oh look, the flippers! Now we're in go mode. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, we're in go mode. Let's go do Swamp Palace. Then we'll go to the town and unlock the flute. I guess we're not getting Pyramid Fairy. God. Okay. All of the really out of the way things. I cannot even believe. Like flippers in Spike Cave? Titan's mitts on fucking catfish? This seed punishes people for not wanting to check these obscure checks. Luckily, I like to do them. If it's one thing and it's out of the way, I will think, when can I go get that? Before I run out of here, give me health back. Sadly, Darling Hypna is not here for the evening because they've gone to sleep early. They are working on their sleep schedule somewhat. So they will not be here to see me shave an eyeball, as is my usual tradition. Yeah, I don't even need to really get all the chests in this place. I can just go straight to the end. I'm gonna grab this key. I will use my bombs to just bypass this door altogether. There we go. Clipped through the fence. I love it. Give me that, and off we go. We just need the one key, but the fact that I have two means I can just go straight to the boss. I don't even need to worry about swimming backwards to get the one that puts me in harm's way. Okay. That's not right. Come on. Hey. Play along. There we go. 300 bucks. Heart piece. Okay. Check those chests because they're on the way. You never know, I could get Butter Sword. That trick is still ridiculous. Oh, blue potion. That could be useful. Sure. I don't mind finding that one bit. And straight to the boss because I have a spare stolen key from the first entrance. Okay. As promised, here is our eyeball shaving portion of the night. Silver arrows. Why not? There we go. Efficient. And 20 bucks is my reward. Give me that crystal and off we go. Almost said crastal. Okay, so I'm going to use the mirror. Save and quit now that I'm in the light world. And start over from the sanctuary. Zelda's back. Switch that over to the flute. The flute is what I need to get into both Desert Palace and Misery Mire. I know for certain I have the entrance requirement to Misery Mire because I have all three of the medallions. Not even something I need to worry about. Playing the song means I am taking a drink. Okay, the goose is loose, and will give me a lift down to the desert. Into Misery Mire we go. I never found the book, but that's okay. What are you? You're ether. Okay. Why am I doing this? I don't need anything in here. 20 bucks. And 20 bucks. Alright, I definitely didn't need anything in there. Way to go me, wasting my time a little. long as I don't have any angry pterodactyls following me, I can do this and not worry about getting hit in the back. They don't respect the time freeze after you use the medallion. So they will fly into you and hit you. Disrespectful little guys. You know, I'll say that was a pretty quick room. Ow. Ow. Hey, let's check this. I basically just need the big key and then I can go immediately to the boss. Sometimes the big key is in this chest. It's not this time, though. Small key. It's fine. There are additional chests over in the next room. Let's go see what's going on over here. Another small key. Alright. Use one of those over here, and then we'll go around. This is a dungeon where I don't really pay that close of attention to my health, because I have the magic powder. There's things everywhere that I can turn into health. It's fine. That didn't work like I wanted it to. Is there? No, there's nothing over there for me to grapple to. Okay. My bee. Speaking of, become fairy, give me health. I want the hammer for this room because I like to do this. Small key. Alright. There we go. And with that small key, I'm going to get hit by a fire snake. I can enter this room here. Wait a minute, no, that should be still switched. Please tell me the big key is not vanilla. Oh, I think the big key might be vanilla. Put it on a tumbler pull, it is vanilla extract. It's a very niche joke. No! Okay. Alright, cutscene room, do your thing. While cutscene room does its cutscene, I'm gonna have a drink. It's still going. Okay. Immediately into the hole and... Okay, a heart. Okay, that means I know exactly where the big key is. The big key is over on the right side of the dungeon. Ow. Come on, I know this works over here. There we go. It's in here. Alright, big key get. I know I could go get the big chest, but I don't even care about it. Can't really be anything super useful. Really? Don't touch me! Okay. Red cane. I need red cane. I still stand by my assertion that the red cane should have been the loot for Turtle Rock. Because you don't really use it for this dungeon, and historically speaking, items you get in dungeons are used for the dungeon. You only use it for that one switch. It doesn't really feel like it's intended for this, you know? Maybe that's just me. It feels out of place. Oh, Servo has finished! Goddamn. Okay. I'm not the only person who's doing this quickly. Don't shoot me with lightning, please. Oh, he shot me with lightning. I specifically asked him not to do that. Compass. Okay. Second last crystal. Once I step outside... Once I step outside... Oh, and then Sartez finished... a minute after Servo. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like the red cane is more of an item for Turtle Rock than it is for Misery Mire, you know? So putting it in Turtle Rock and just adjusting that first couple of rooms, makes sense to me. Like, and let's be honest, the big item from Turtle Rock being the mirror shield. Yeah, you use it on Laser Bridge, but like, you know, that's an obstacle. You could use the cape for that. There's no substitute for red cane. $20. Okay. Big key is going to be over on the right. There's our big key. And you know what? Let's grab this last chest. Whatever. Red mail. Green. Ugh. I look like Yoshi. God, the shippers were right. She's turned into Yoshi and Birdo's child. That would work too, yeah. Just, like, beefing up use of the red cane. Like, I don't know, maybe one of those platform rooms would have been good in Misery Mire as well. Yeah, you don't really use it for anything. You know, what you use the red cane for, historically, is just something you've used a block for. I will say it is fun in the vanilla game, the fact that you can go do Misery Mire before you do Ice Palace. And I'm gonna stick with the Fire Rod. You can do Misery Mire before you do Ice Palace, so like... The red cane strats in Misery Mire are, like, base game stuff. Give me the compass, let's get out of here. Somebody's requested on one of my Warcraft servers. If anybody's done Warlock stuff, the BFA stuff, the Black Empire stuff with a character, with a Warlock. And I'm like, I don't think I did BFA things with my Warlock. Why am I going in there? Nothing in there for me to do. Whatever. Get our speed going. Narrowly avoid the sky cabbages. Narrowly avoid the Tektites. Is this faster than going the other way? I don't know. It feels like it is, but it might not be. No, bastards. Okay. Reset. Try it again. The one thing I need to be cautious of is making sure I have enough arrows for Ganon's tower. I only have 17. You can go through them pretty easily in there. Gonna want at least like 4 for Ganon. Dang it. Okay, we're on hearts. I thought for sure that I got arrows from one of those, but it must not be the tier of tree pull that I'm on. I certainly don't care enough to kill a Lionel and go check it out. Okay, as per usual, we start with the right side. I do not like to dash into these doors because I had the game glitch on me once doing that. I do not want to lose a bunch of progress. Okay, what's on the lamp? Lamp is heart piece. We'll grab it, sure. It was not enough to top me up. That's fine. I do wish you could have a look while you're in a dungeon and, like, see how many heart pieces you have. It turns into the dungeon items when you're in a dungeon, so you can't check. Small key. Big key. Alright, we're ready to go up. Small key. And heart piece. God, that one didn't do it either. Okay, well this is a fast GT. No wonder people finished in an hour and 30. No, get away from me. I need to be careful not to accidentally mirror. I've done that before too while trying to quick switch. Taco has also just finished. Goddamn, guys. Save the time for me. I'm officially racing for 4th place now. Ow. Okay, I want the blue cane so I can do this. You, stop it. No! Eat arrow. Okay. Ow. Oh, hey, arrows. Kara has also finished. My god, people. This is a fast seed for everybody. I thought I was making the schmoves. No. A pox on these BMOs. Give me health. No. God. Okay. You're still not dead. There we go. Now he's dead. Alright, let's go. A little of that, a little of this, a little of that. I can use all these pots. This room's a red cane puzzle, too. Shablam. Okay. No, you don't. Oh, damn, red guards. How did I manage to mess that up that badly? Whatever. Okay, that was terrible. Worst I've ever done it. Like that. Light that. Then light that. Actually light it, though. Okay. Don't need to worry about magic just now. Ow. Oh my god. Getting clowned on by an eyeball. Well, there's my health back. Okay. Are you Butter Sword? No, you're 20 bucks. You never know. That's not gonna reach. Gotta be very specific where you're placing that bomb. I'm just gonna turn those guys into fairies because I don't want to deal with them. As good a reason as any. Come on, really? Really? Alright, there we go. The hookshot dodge was nice. Mistimed that. Heart piece. Alright. No butter sword. It's fine. Just means Ganon won't be butter glazed. Okay. Now we're gonna go fight this wizard again. Hopefully he doesn't blue ball us too bad this time. Two hits. Four hits. 6 hits, he's dead. Okay, 0 blue ball. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no, he can blue ball, just only with his main body. You know what? 3-phase Agaphite? That's acceptable to me. After the first fight with him, it's very acceptable. Remind me of the Babe. Yeah, we know David Bowie. We love him. Are you in phase 2? Yes, you are. Didn't mean to grapple all the way out. Whatever. It is what it is. Ow. Ugh. I have fairy bottles. I don't fear the Reaper at all. Okay. If I can tag him... Okay. You don't need the torch glitch to beat him, but you know, I like to get it sometimes. Oh! I was too far away. There, he's dead. Okay. That was a pretty acceptable Ganon fight as well. Door opens up, and we go! And we are done! Alright. Oh, hey. It's you. It is me. 4th place. Wait. 5th place. Whatever. Oh, I'm happy with 5th place. It's good. How far behind me is the next person, I wonder. So we'll watch the credits while, you know, this other person gets a chance to catch up. Knowing my luck, they're just a couple of minutes. Sandgrouse's homecoming. Yeah, Sandgrouse. God, so many things I didn't do. I never did Purple Chest. I didn't check Cave 45 or Pier or Graveyard Ledge. I still have no idea what was on the pedestal. I never found the book. Fungus for some That's where the butter sword was! Oh, I had the mushroom. I never checked. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, good to know. Moon Boy plays ball again. Alright, well, we know that now. I suppose we'll find out what was on the pedestal at the end of the credits, actually. Well, I guess technically at the start of the credits. Broken heart is just health. We didn't need it. It was not of use whatsoever. Alright, well that was good stuff. We're gonna run through the credits now, I guess. Yeah, these are the proper credits. Shigeru Miyamoto. God, he's getting up there. I saw somebody talking about with the Nintendo stuff. They're like, you know, the remaining old school guys at Nintendo, they're gonna be close to retirement. How many more years is Miyamoto gonna stick around, you know? Or, who's the other guy who's been there forever? I know there's like 2 that are like very old guard. I don't think Koji Kondo is like necessarily still like... No, he must still be staff. I mean, he wrote the Mario theme. They must have kept him around. But like, he's not like game design like Miyamoto is. Let's see. First sword, 10 minutes. Well, 10 and a half. Yeah, not Iwata. R.I.P. Iwata, we love that guy. Flute in just over an hour, mirror in 45. 1 kill with the fighter's sword, 4 with the master sword, 6 with the tempered sword. Nice. 908 damage taken, 1300 magic used, 39 bonks, 10 save and quits. No deaths, no fairy revivals. My fairy stayed safely in bottle the whole time. In menus for a minute and 44, and lagging for just over 7 minutes. 164 to 216 items collected. Total time, hour 45 minutes according to this, but hour and 47 and 16 seconds according to the race room, which is a more accurate timer, because it doesn't lag. Yeah, Iwata is actually responsible for my favorite NES game, Balloon Fight. He coded that all himself. That's 100% an Iwata product. I love that shit. Yeah, that is the race, though. Gosh, who is left? Oh, okay, it's Steve. Alright, well, that is where we say goodnight to YouTube. Good night, YouTube. If you know who I'm thinking of at Nintendo, put them in the comments.